Let's walk through the ideas that will get you started making your business plan. First, the introduction. Tell us a little bit about you and your successful practice. It's really important with a new business plan that you explain what's already successful about you. And if you have a thriving clinical practice, talk about it here. Number 2, what problem will your supervision practice solve in your community? Answer the question, why is it important to your community that you have a successful supervision practice? Answer the question, why is it important that you exist? So your community needs you. They need your supervisees, and the field needs more licensed practitioners. Tell us about that here. Now, you've already thought about this a little bit, so now we're just going to do something called backwards planning. Your objectives spread over 5 years. So we're going to start with year 5. This is where you want to be. And you may not have 4 objectives. It's okay to have just 1 or 2. But the idea is to start with the big goal, and then you'll walk it back to today. And today is year 1. Now let's go into some greater detail. What are your keys to success? What makes you different or better than other supervisors or other supervision practices in town? And then give a brief breakdown of your clinical practice and why it is successful. Remember at the beginning, we want to remind people that you're already successful at what you do. So here are some examples that we've provided. A key to your success is that you hold a license. Maybe you hold multiple licenses. Another key to your success could be your location or the fact that you're completely telehealth. Another key to your success could be the training that you have and the specialties that you offer. When we talk about SMART criteria, we mean specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and trackable criteria. So these are things that you can see, that you can count. So you won't want to say things like, my clinical practice is successful because we're all happy, right? We can't really measure happiness, but you can say, my clinical practice is successful because we earn $50,000 a year. Our expenses are less than that, and so we earn a profit. You could say my clinical practice is successful because we serve over 300 members of our community every single year. So think about numbers, think about criteria that you can count. And then marketing. So your target market and your strategies to reach them. Remember this from our presentation in the lecture. It's okay to have one ideal supervisee, but feel free to list 3. So if your ideal supervisee is already under supervision, but they need someone with a particular specialty, then list that. You may want someone who works in an agency already or a private practice already, and you want to make sure that you think about how you'll contact them. Are you going to cold call them? Are you going to ask for an introduction? All of that you'll write down here. Now, we did put an optional exercise called the pipeline. Explore how you'll begin recruiting new supervisees when your existing supervisees are level 3 and preparing to become your colleague. Let's talk about strengths and challenges. Explain how you will use one of the models mentioned in the lecture, PowerPoint, to create your supervision practice, or you can always create one of your own. So in my lecture, I explained the boutique and the mall. Make sure you write down which one you choose and why. Once you finish that, hit print or save and get ready to go to your next lesson.